Hey, I'm Chris Anderson, cartoonist and storyboard artist on things like Lost Angels, Chaotic Neutral, Spectral: A Showcase of Fear, Creep Show, Heavy Metal Magazine. Today, I'm going to be talking with cartoonist Tony Fero about his book, Ulf Maverick. Welcome to Chris Anderson Comics. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Today we're going to talk with my good friend cartoonist Tony Fero. How you doing, man?
Very good.
So we're going to talk about one of your many books, many series, really. This is Ulf Maverick. This book is a real treat, man. I really loved reading this. So this is the first issue here. This you said came out in like 2021. You drew it like over lockdown, right?
Yeah, I drew it like mostly in 2020, and then I think it came out early in 2021.
And then skip ahead to 2024 and Ulf Maverick Street City Nights.
Right. That one just came out. Yeah.
Cool.
So there's a large gap in between there. I did other stuff in between the two, but
yeah, you weren't just sitting here like twiddling your thumbs.
Right.
You know, you've got plenty of other books you're working on at any given time. So when you flip it open, it's cool that where you like sort of talk about how it came to be. So you were just like sketching this character for like a D&D night?
Yeah. And that was actually after well, it started actually with a dream.
Oh.
And I actually dreamed a lot of the story. It was like a movie that I was watching in my dream.
Mm-hmm.
And then I when I woke up, I decided, I was like, that's would make a good comic, So I took the parts that I remembered from my dream and just incorporated them into the comic. I kind of built a story around it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of scenes that I dreamed. So I once I decided I was going to start making a comic, I just started sketching it. During I was playing D&D, and I was just sketching. The character came out of that.
That's happened to me a few times where I've like dreamed entire story plots and then got up and kind of squiggled them down and they just started evolving over time after that, to make a little bit more sense than nonsensical dreams and stuff like that. I see here you scribbled this down on your phone because it was the only thing you had available. It says Pickles, Ulf, Grandma, Maverick, Pigs, Swamp Thing, weight loss, horror.
Yeah. That was what I remembered from the dream. Was that I had to get the words that would kind of jog my memory about the story, and those were all the words that I could think of. So yeah.
So you start out with this character who's like got very low self-esteem, and it's like takes his like weight loss boot camp, and like there's this girl next door that he's like into, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's having a hard time. She just needs someone to talk to, and then he says, "This is so fucked up." And she's like, I'll never be beautiful. And he says, Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? You're pretty enough to be a stripper or a porn star. Like, what? Like, oh man, that is the wrong thing to say.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where the whole thing started. Like, as far as the character of Ulf Maverick is, that was one of the first lines that came to me, was because I just wanted to. I wanted to portray him as this guy who just is absolutely like the stupidest guy. Like he just is not. Like he just always says and does the wrong thing, and that's his whole character. And
yeah, I know real guys like that.
Right.
Yeah. And so, you know, like she gets out of there, and he's like, "Oh, you so stupid. You're a nobody." And so he just like starts hitting the weights,
Right.
and like
As if that's
like
gonna make it better. That's the
yeah,
solution, though.
he's just like like and more testosterone. That's gonna help.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then, you know, he goes over to talk to Daisy again, and she's like, "I don't want to see you. Just leave me alone." He's sad, so he's gonna hit it again. He's gonna juice it up. And now he's really pissed, and he goes over a couple days later and he's like, "Let me see her." And then he like just bashes in the door, knocks this girl over, and she's like, "She's gone. Like whatever you said to her, you know, she took it to heart, and now she's gone." And then, you know, back at the gym, meets his friend who tells her that he saw that girl, and she's like dancing at the like the sleaziest of the sleazy strip clubs downtown. Must have taken his words to heart. And then it's run by the pigs.
Yeah.
Pigs are in the air, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I got my Three-Headed Pigman book. Tony Gregory has like a pig book out. Like there's a lot of pig stuff going on.
Is it the Year of the Pig? No, it's not the Year of the Pig, is it?
I mean, maybe the stars have shifted since that calendar was created.
Yeah, I don't know.
It really is like
Yeah.
like how zodiac symbols are off.
Yeah.
But then I love how he's like, "Oh no, that chick is mixed up with the pigs. You might as well write her off. As reality fades away for the first time in your life, you know exactly what you need to do."
Yeah.
So he goes to the arts and crafts place, and he puts his liquid latex on this mannequin, cuts some eyes out. Burn.
Because that's what you do in that situation, right?
Of course you do.
Right.
When you're like roided out,
Yeah.
that makes total logical sense. So he goes to the strip club and like finds her and tries to get her out of there. But you know, it doesn't go well. And the pigs are not happy.
No.
They show up and they knock him out, and they put her in the back of the truck. Him too. They tie him up. So what are you using to draw here? Is it are you dipping a brush? Because this is clearly, it looks like it's all brush, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that book is entirely brush. I don't think I used anything other than a brush on that book. It's very very liquidy. It's like not there's I'm trying to think. I don't think I used any pen or anything on that. I think it's all brush. Yeah.
So for the screen tones, are you doing like an ink wash and then like setting it to
No,
like
no, the screen tones were all digital.
oh they're all digital. Okay.
Yeah. So the artwork was all done ink on paper, and then I scanned it and then did the screen tones digitally.
Procreate or
Photoshop.
oh okay.
Yeah, I use Photoshop mainly.
I like the paper texture too, because we can't get this at, you know, really readily available anymore, this you know, newsprint.
Right. And I felt like, you know, this book was you know, like I wanted this book to look like what my idea with this book was to be like I wanted it to feel like a book that you pulled out of a 50-cent bin that had been like sitting there since like 1986, you know, and like so that's why, you know, I did that you know, the paper texture. I wanted it to look like one of those old newsprint books from the 80s, you know.
Well, mission accomplished.
Yeah, thanks.
I love the splatter and the white blood.
Yeah.
So they go, I love this thing too. They go and they pull out, you know, they got him up here and they're kind of like beating the crap out of him. And there's like, they're going to pull out grandma. Grandma's going to deal with you. And they pull it out and grandma's just this corpse.
Yeah.
It's very Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. That came from my dream. That scene was in my dream. That was that whole thing. And that was very terrifying.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
She's like on a stick and they're just waving it in front of him.
Yeah. She's like some sort of fucked up puppet.
Yeah.
You know?
And that was enough. Oh, look at him. Oh man. You did it now. Now I love this page with Jerome Cabanatan. So I did the pages that with him in Image Grand Design, where he laid out the fight scenes, and then I drew over the top of it just like this. He's so good at choreographing his fight scenes.
Yeah,
he is a fighter.
Yeah, exactly. It's so. I'm trying to remember how that exactly came about. I think that what happened was I think he just posted that fight scene like online just as like a just as like an exercise.
Yeah.
And I think I just asked him like, can I use this in my book, because I wanted to do like a 9-panel grid fight scene. And I just I saw that and I was like, what if I just inked over this and made it, So yeah, I think it was. I just asked him if I could use it, and I think he said yeah. So
yeah, yeah, they're really awesome. Like just there's no fictional move in here from one thing to the other. Like this is all exactly how a fight like that would.
Yeah, exactly. That's great.
So then he wants to, he's like taking them all out except for this one pig, and he slits her throat.
Yeah.
This poor girl. This poor girl. And like it's all his fault.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's everything. Yeah, it's all his fault. Yeah.
He's like a piece of shit, really.
Yeah, exactly. And that's that's where that comes from, is like because I get that impression from like whenever I watch like a lot of like action movies and like especially like comics from like that like 80s period where it was a lot of like very like hard ass vigilantes.
Yeah,
I always feel like the characters are complete pieces of shit. It's like you're right, like people are writing this as though it's like this guy's like a badass, but it's like he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah, and you're supposed to be rooting for this guy.
That's kind of what I was trying to put across in this book, is that it's like this guy's just he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, and now he sees what from this day forward you will live only for the dying screams of those who would prey on the innocent. Well, I mean, you kind of preyed on her emotions.
Right.
But
I don't know, maybe this is like his redemption. Like maybe he'll become a better person after this. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's definitely
so crazy. Lizzie Borden.
Yeah, that was a big album in 1986 for me, anyway.
Perfect.
So I decided that was good ad to put on the back.
Hell yeah. And then the adventure continues with I mean, this isn't issue 2. This is
it's not. I decided not to make it issue 2 because it's not. I don't want people to think like you have to read the first one,
right?
Because it's standalone.
Yeah.
There are references in this to the first issue, but you don't necessarily have to read the first issue first.
Yeah, it's a trip to see your evolution from your style from the first one to the second one.
Yeah, I've definitely changed quite a bit. My style has changed quite a bit.
You're still using just a brush on this, or?
This one, let's see. This one is kind of piecemeal. There's some pages that were done in brush. Some pages were done entirely digitally. So it's a mixture of things. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that first issue I did entirely all on paper. But this one I kind of, just for the sake of time, and also because I was doing this mostly during the winter. I like to work outside mostly. So I couldn't really work outside that much, so I was doing more digital stuff so I could
You're in Michigan,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm from Minnesota. There's a very small window where you can work outside.
Right.
So
So yeah, so I was switching it up between the digital and the ink. Yeah, some pages are like fully ink, and some pages is like like a half a page is ink and half is
Yeah.
digital. It's all mixed up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of feel like there's like a little bit of both going on. Like clearly the tones are digital, but and like maybe the splatter's digital, but I feel like some of these like tick marks on the building and stuff might be traditional. Like you may have inked this page traditionally.
Yeah.
And then
I think that page was the first page was traditional because that was I think the first 3 pages I did traditionally, and then the rest of the book I kind of mixed it up.
Yeah. So he kind of finds out that there's like a he's like listening in on this like radio, like police radio.
Police radio, right? Yeah. So it's like, I don't know if it really came across. It's like, so the police are, I tried to tie it into with the narration in the beginning where they're talking about young girls coming to the city and stuff. So
yes.
So it's supposed to be, the idea is that their police are talking about they're like searching after, they're looking after some pedophile or predator of some sort.
Right.
And then, they say that, they followed him into some theater, and then they realize, that the pigs run that place, so they're gonna call it off. They're like, the cops aren't gonna fuck with the pigs, basically.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yep. So here he goes in. He's got this girl, and he's gonna take it out, and this lady comes in.
Yeah.
And I love how it's like you can tell it's like a porn theater because like you got the stuff going on here, but then you like actually inject some photos in here.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And so they're at odds because they're both trying to like rescue this girl and get this guy, but they're screwing each other's plan up, and the guy kind of gets away, right?
Right.
And then they start getting into it. And as they head out the back, he's got the girl, and then there's the rest of her gang. So she's got this, Damazon.
Yeah, very, very much inspired by. Yeah, that was consciously inspired by the Damazons from Slash Murad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So awesome. And then the pigs show up. They want to, they don't want them messing with this place. And so they fuck him up. And then I love this guy comes in, this like voodoo.
The voodoo pig, yeah.
Yeah, and blows some like puffer fish, ground up puffer fish blow into his face.
Right.
And he trips out. So this is cool. Oh, and then you've got like the soundtrack on tape.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, I'm working on that right now. Hopefully that'll be out in the next month or so. I've got it almost done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You just shred metal licks on it?
No, I got a friend who does like kind of like electronic soundtrack stuff. Like he did like very kind of like John Carpenter kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he did a whole did about 10 songs, and then my band recorded like 4 songs. Some like it's a mix of kind of instrumental electronic stuff, and then some more like rock and kind of rock and roll stuff.
I love it.
Yeah.
So then we actually get color in here as he's tripping out, and the girl from the first issue comes back to haunt him.
Right.
Telling him he's nobody. It's back to that same thing, like it's that low self-esteem. Take off your mask, stupid mask, so I can see your true face. And then he's like, no, I'm Ulf Maverick, the most powerful being in the universe. He injects himself with this, like he's got roids.
Yeah.
He's going to avenge her. He's going to be the white knight, save her. And then he just goes off. But the cops are coming. And I love this line. Are you fucking stupid? There's no good pig pigs in Street City of any kind.
That's right.
Because he gets shot in the head basically here.
Right.
So that latex is really strong. It made a bullet.
Oh, he's
bounce
got
off of it.
he's got the steel mask now.
Oh, does he have the steel mask
Yeah.
on? Oh yeah, because at the end, right, he has it. So they take off and they sort of realize that they, you know, are on the same team. And then they can work together. And he says, now we must prepare for war. Bonk, bonk, burn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, so this is like one of my favorite things, too. I say we take a trip to Ann Arbor and see about the monster fighting bomb dude. So like Ann Arbor is like the roughest place.
Well, it's there's going to be it's all going to tie together into I'm tying all kinds of things together. I have grand plans.
That's awesome.
So if you've ever seen, I don't know if you saw my comic Randy Tucker Bomb Dude.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what they're referring to in this part is you know, Randy Tucker is a guy who's in Ann Arbor, and he's been fighting monsters, sort of. And so this is where it's going to tie it together, Randy Tucker and Ulf Maverick, into like a crossover kind of event.
Yeah.
And then and eventually I'm gonna tie it all together. Every series that I have, I've got the 21st Century of Big Spider, and then the Monster Youth as well, and I'm gonna tie all four of these series together into one big thing where they're all getting together to fight these monsters that are popping up all over the place, which I haven't explained exactly why there's monsters existing in Southeast Michigan, but they do.
In the Feroverse, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
I love these ads too. Like these are all real ads too.
Yeah.
Or for the most part, anyway.
Yeah.
Because you got Next Panel Press in there, and
yeah, and then a lot of them I just took from old magazines.
Yeah, that's cool. Awesome, man. Well, I mean, I can't wait for more of these, and I can't wait to see how you tie everything together.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like my it'll be my Crisis on Infinite Earths or Secret Wars or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And people can find these at Rubber Wolf at Big Cartel.
Yeah, rubberwolf.bigcartel.com. Yeah.
Awesome. And then your Instagram is Big Tony 308, right?
That's right. Yep.
Cool. I'm going to put all that stuff in the show notes so people can, I'll put direct links to it so people can get these books. Yeah, please go out. Please sit at home on your phone or computer and and buy Tony's books, because they're just like the epitome of just like fun, balls out crazy comics. And every time you drop a new one, it's like Christmas, man. It's just so much fun, and I just can't wait for more.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm definitely, I feel like I've got good momentum going right now. I've been, my output has been pretty sporadic thus far, but I feel like I've got enough things in the hopper right now that I think I'm going to be putting stuff out pretty regularly for a while.
Yeah.
So
plus spring is coming.
Yeah. And
so you can draw again.
Right. And yeah, and we got I'm hopefully going to be, at Heroes Con. I don't know whether I'm going to be tabling there or not, because that's all up in the air, but
okay, cool.
But I'm always like, my goal is to have a new book every time I do a convention. So awesome. If I do end up doing Heroes Con, I'll have a new book for that.
Fantastic. Well, I'll see you there then.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Always good to talk to you, and can't wait to have you on again.
Right on.
All right, talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye. Join my Patreon to see my work before anyone else. Plus, score physical sketchbooks, mini comics, and commissions delivered right to your door. And reading my new books, Something Seems Off and Three-Headed Pigman, as they are made. Go to my website to order original art, commissions, and my books, Lost Angels, Spectral: A Showcase of Fear, Chaotic Neutral, and more. Gray Matter Drip, The Art of Chris Anderson, is available now from Cosmic Lion Productions. Here are the upcoming conventions I'll be at the time of this recording. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. It helps spread the word. Thanks.